If you are interested in media fakery, alternative cosmology, or synchromysticism, or anything to do with any of those topics, I think you might find a little discovery that I've made rather interesting. You see, just recently, a gentleman named Simon Shack has released what he calls the true model of the solar system. It is an alternative cosmology, which is not the same as official heliocentrism and not the same as flat Earth. It's different to those two. And he apparently believes that the sun is moving and that the sun revolves around the Earth at about 107,000 kilometers an hour. Very interesting stuff, quite different to my own Bon Earth model, which does not involve the Earth moving at all, because does it seem like we're moving? But that's another topic for another day. What I was originally planning to cover is the fact that I don't believe that Tycho Brahe ever existed. And of course, Tycho Brahe is the man after whom this new model is named, and apparently whose work is the basis for it. So what I was going to do was just to explore briefly why I don't even believe Tycho Brahe existed. So I wasn't planning to contradict Shack's model. I was just going to use it as the basis for exploring what I call the history hoax. And as you can see here, I've got lots and lots of tabs ready to go. Boy, oh boy, did I put effort into getting all of this prepared. But then I discovered something that I thought you guys might be more interested in. And because time is of the essence, I thought we would focus on that instead. So what I'll do is I will record all of these tabs. I might even make the video tonight, but I'll make that just for the website. Instead, this is the YouTube video. So we'll just focus on a few little SYNCY things that I think you guys might find interesting. Now, I want to say at the outset that this is not an attack on Simon Shack. It's not a criticism of Simon Shack or of his model. It's just a few little SYNCY things that I found interesting. And to illustrate my own praise for Simon Shack's work, and I have praised him in the past, it was his work on No Planes which got me really open to media fakery. And that helped me to look further into science fakery and into what I call the history hoax and all these things. So, as you can see, I've built a lot of my own work off the work of Simon Shack back in the day. So you've got his No Planes there at the Kitty Hoax level. Since then, I've branched off into other topics and what have you, but I'm still thankful for Shack's work. So this is not an attack on Shack. Just wanted to get that clear from the start. And even the original video that I had planned, which was going to take a bit of a laugh at the character Tycho Brahe, even that was an attack on Shack or his model. It was criticism or a critique or an exploration of the notion that perhaps this Tycho Brahe character, like a lot of characters from more than 200 years ago, was a fictional character. And just in case you're wondering why I could possibly say such a thing, would you believe that they were going to open his tomb in 2010? This is Tycho Brahe's tomb. And they reckon that it was opened back in 1901 as well. This is a guy who died 400 years ago, mind you. They reckon they opened his tomb in 1901, and they were going to open his tomb again. And it reminded me of Lisa, the iconoclast, that episode where they want to dig up Jebediah Springfield and see if he's got the silver tongue. And that's a bit SYNCY as well, Lisa the iconoclast, because recently on Peace of Mindful blog, they've been talking about iconoclasts. They've been doing an entire series on people who tear down myths or what have you. And so for me, that's a little bit of a SYNCY thing, but really this is all beside the point. What I want to share with you guys, you will either see the significance of, or you will not. So let's get started, shall we? Now, if you look into the official story of Tycho Brahe, whether you believe he existed or not, what you're going to find is that the number 777 seems to come up a lot. In fact, he is renowned to this day, apparently, for his documentation of 777 fixed stars. This is from Britannica.com. They say that Tycho Brahe, a Danish astronomer working in developing astronomical instruments and in measuring and fixing the positions of stars, paved the way for future discoveries. His observations, the most accurate possible before the invention of the telescope, included a comprehensive study of the solar system and accurate positions of more than 777 fixed stars. Interesting. It's not just Britannica who say that, it's also Cambridge in the United Kingdom. On Tycho Brava and astronomical tables, they say that by 1592, Tycho had produced a catalogue of 777 stars, the first new catalogue known to the Latin West since the time of Ptolemy. Interesting, isn't it? Now, when I think of 777, there's something that I think of. What do you guys think of? Go on, in your mind, imagine the number 777. What comes to mind? Well, for me, it is Liber 777 by Aleister Crowley. And on your screen